When most people think about the Halifax explosion, they think of Halifax. But across the harbour there in Dartmouth, there's 3 tall red smokestacks. These smokestacks stand next to where a small Mi'kmaq community named Turtle Grove once existed. Over at the Maritime Museum of the Atlantic, if you look really closely at one of the pictures in the explosion display, you can just barely see it.
Here's Halifax, about 1890, the years immediately before the explosion, the whole industrial North End, all the busy factories, and right across the harbour is the little community of Turtle Grove. You can just see a couple of the tents and wigwams right on the shore there.
Back then, Mi'kmaq at Turtle Grove were under pressure to centralize with other reserves in Nova Scotia.
There's a tragic irony that they were in the process of shifting the band, and they'd finally found a location in the Halifax area to move them. But it hadn't happened yet. It was only months away from happening. It was just about to happen. And so all those people were right there, front and center for the explosion when it occurred.
The community was destroyed and survivors moved away. Today, the Millbrook First Nation is looking to reclaim some of the lost land.
When the whole community was relocated to Millbrook, my own feeling is they were evicted. And there's no other word for it but evicted.
Johnson says they want 9 acres out of the 140-acre property.
We've been at this process for 7 years. If it doesn't happen, there are going to be injunctions against that property. We don't want to do that. We want everyone to recognize that as Mi'kmaq territory.
Johnson says the Mi'kmaq at Turtle Grove were considered squatters even though they had lived around the harbour for centuries. He wants to see a monument built in memory of the destroyed community.
What's been lost is the story behind the community, and to remind the people of Halifax, people of Canada, about the historic significance of that spot. It's important to us.
Today, the land gives no hints of the past. The area is covered by Nova Scotia Power and abandoned military apartments. This is Lynette MacLeod for The Facts.